Hey everybody, this is Heather, the Cozy Creative Teacher. Welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I have actually been able to work on this, which is my weekly action. So I'm going to quickly take you through just my March 2025, and here's my calendar. I just want to kind of give you an overview of some of the tasks that I had to do, which was redo my Instagram bio website. Try to stick to what I know, who I am, learn to use my new beautiful camera, which you're seeing right here. And then of course, some events. Close my Etsy store because I'm kind of trying to invest most of my time in my TPT store. I'm gonna there we go, so you can see a bit better. Beautiful. And then of course work on my profile photo, fix up my YouTube banner a little bit, and then you see that I had my monthly goals, my monthly goals are pretty similar to last year, which is self-care. I wanted to begin my mindset coaching, do daily journaling, for fun and rec, spend some time with family outside, planning my daughter's party. My other daughter, she had a dinner for her swim team. In terms of productivity, focus on my YouTube channel. Social media study, I wanted to kind of work on learning how to do reels and just attend some trainings because I'm trying to work on my one of my programs that I have, which is called the Dream Life Vision, and also about energy work for teachers. So I've been working on the curriculum for that and working on the slides. So in terms of family, I've been working on having more family dinners, trying to be a little more creative with what we cook at home, and communication. For health and wellness, my meditation and some music, because I love instrumental music, and spending more time with rest, doing my Lent journal and journaling. Savings, I've been paying my bills and preparing for taxes, and of course in my physical environment, decluttering and decorating our home and getting things prepared. So I actually only did one weekly action, which was last week, and I decided that I'm going to push myself so that I can focus on this week, which is of course March 23rd to the 29th. So I did my wins last night just because I feel like I needed a little bit more personal time to kind of dig deep into my focus and what I felt like I was able to accomplish this year or this week. So I want to make sure you can kind of see. Trying to make sure you can actually see that a bit better. Beautiful. So in terms of my wins, I felt like I was able to spend a lot more time journaling. I make an effort to cook a bit more and be creative with our meal planning at home, having more time with forgiveness, reading more, and my vitamins. And I'm happy to say I have 2 more chapters to read my book about essentialism, and it has really helped give me some insight into the time and efficiency and how we approach time in our lives. What worked was setting aside more time for my intentions, my daily intentions, journaling and planning, trying to make more reels, and keeping a sleep schedule. What didn't work was really designating time to vlog, to doing TPT product uploads. I have TPT products, I just am so slow with uploading them into my store. What didn't work, I did want to spend more time reading, and then of course being more consistent with my YouTube channel and my website work. I have to complete it because I actually closed the old company I had my website with, and now I'm redoing my website. But again, every time you switch your tech or a company or a site you're working on, you have to relearn the tech. So that's what I'm doing. Lessons that I learned was I want to do way too much. I don't have enough time. It's overwhelming me. I'm feeling tired, drained, and I'm feeling defeated. So here's what adjustments I'm going to make, which is I'm going to go back to my time blocking. I'm going to focus doing things at a certain time and stop and rest. And I'm going to kind of try to listen to my body and my mind in terms of my ebbs and flows of my productivity and my energy. Enjoy the moments that I have. I'm not going to be too hard on myself. I'm going to be a bit more happy and follow my journey because it belongs to me and no one else. So my weekly actions for this week in terms of personal, I want to focus on reading. I want to focus on journaling because I enjoy that process of really being alone with my thoughts and processing my feelings and my actions and what I want to do versus what I think I want to do. So I feel like I have to continue to dig deep into that. And planning and goal setting. I'm going to keep working on that aspect because it does help me to keep on top of the different things that I have to do as a mom, the different things that I have to do for my personal job and also my career. Fun and recreation, I intend to spend more time outside. Maybe taking a few walks. Spring has hit in the state of New Jersey, which means in the morning it's cool, but in the afternoon it is just such a beautiful time to take to walk outside, listen to the birds, and the nice sound of the wind hitting you, and the sun is out. We're having longer days, so I want to spend more time outside, and I want to also spend some girl time with my daughters, and for my son. Now, in terms of work and learning, my 3 goals here were my Momentum Makers project, my YouTube channel, and my TPT. So I'm going to keep that here, and I'm going to go ahead and keeping my TPT products. And my goal in the month of March was 5. So I have 2 up. I have 3 currently in the process, and then I have 2 more. So I'm hoping that by the end of this month, I will have 5 in my store, 5 digital products uploaded into my store. Then I have my YouTube channel, and my goal with that is to actually try to upload at least maybe 3 more videos by the end of March into my store. I currently have 8 uploaded right now, so I would like to try at least a few every month. And then in terms of my MMM is a program I'm in that focuses on 3 days a month to tackle a huge project and get it done, and to make sure that you're continuing on in your major goals. And right now I have to spend at least 2 days recording my course. And actually I have a workshop and I have a course. So they are done. The workbooks for those are done. The worksheets are done. And the slides are done. I just actually have to sit and, kind of set it up and do the recording so I can kind of do editing, and then, go ahead and place them into my website. And in terms of what's my stretch goal, and my stretch goal is a vlog and a reel, because I enjoy vlogs so much, but I know that you need like a lot of time to kind of sit and set your space up, and that just takes a little bit more time for me. So in terms of family and relationships, I want to have more time with my family and more communication. I've been thinking a lot about my brother and my sister, and just kind of maybe thinking about ways that I could spend additional time with them, or just give them a call, check in, see how they're doing. So I want to make sure I kind of do that. For my health and wellness, I want to really continue to focus on meditation, because I think something I'm learning is that if I don't take the time to really process my emotions and my feelings and where my head is at, I'm not making the best decisions I need to make. And I want to make sure, that every decision I make has intention behind it. So I feel like meditating on things and meditating on decisions, meditating on my emotions, my feelings, and my actions is making a big difference in my decision-making process. So I want to continue that. Health and wellness, I want to get back on my supplements, which I was taking my daily vitamins, but I was also taking collagen and doing little things here and there to make sure I feel strong and healthy. And in terms of health and wellness, I'm also going to add my rest, because that's making a big difference. When I get a good night's rest, I just feel like during the day I'm much more productive and I can get a lot more done. So these are the three things that I really want to focus on in terms of health and wellness. Now, in terms of spiritual and personal growth, it is Lent time, so I want to work on some more Bible study time and journaling, because that's kind of, that's the it's a Lenten season, so it's kind of a deep time of reflection and sacrifice and having empathy for others, and that's something I want to continue throughout this season of Lent, and really analyzing my view of the world and my view of humanity and my view of people and my view of myself. So, financial, my friends, it is tax time. So I am really focused this week on just kind of breaking down our expenses. And that's what I'm going to do. That's my goal. This is my 100% weekly action that has to get done, is my expenses, or my expense report, I'll say. Because that is something that is like a big priority, because my appointment for my taxes is next Saturday. So that's like, it's on the 30th, so I must get that done. Tax time. By the way, I do have, when I put a little star, I do have a victory that I want to shout out. And I have been able to save consistently at least $2,000 per month. And I'm going to put a star and I'm going to put a check, because that is something that, like, I felt like I wasn't being responsible with my finances and I wasn't being a good steward. And I truly believe that I have really taken that step to really save money. But I've also been able to open accounts for my 3 children, which, sometimes you want to do something, but you don't just set aside the time to do it. And I actually took the step to, designate that appointment and that time to make sure that my children have their financial systems in place for themselves. My physical environment, I set up our nice little dining room for Easter. I've decided this year I'm not going to decorate as much or purchase so many decorations, because we did that so much for Christmas. So I want to save a little bit of money. Maybe when the clearance sales come for any Easter decorations, I'll purchase them for next year. But I think, now I want to keep things simple and be a little bit more responsible with our finances. But physical environment, I am redesigning my office and decluttering my office. Right now I'm working at my desk, but I do have an office area with my crafting supplies, with my shelves, with my books, with my planners, with my folders and my workbooks, and I have to redesign and declutter and get things ready for the spring. And that's my focus for our physical environment. I did have last week's weekly action that I wanted to focus on lighting, and I actually did do that, which is why you see such a beautiful and clear screen. I purchased 2 soft lights, and they actually work well as lamps. So I'm really happy that I was able to do that. So here are my weekly actions for the week of March 23rd to the 29th. I hope that you're having a wonderful Sunday. If you are also in the midst of doing your weekly actions and your monthly reflections using the MakseLife planning system, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your process and how you're going through the whole system yourself. What's exciting is that I've already completed quarter 1 of my MakseLife system, which means that next week I not only will be doing my final weekly actions, but it is time for the full-fledged monthly reflections worksheet along with a quarterly compass for the next quarter 2. So I'm so excited, and I'm definitely going to be recording that so that we can do it together. And thank you so much for spending your day and your time with me today. I hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a productive week. And if you like this content, please go ahead. You can like this video, subscribe to my channel, or leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you about your productivity system and what you're doing to help keep yourself accountable to your goals. So far, I will say with the MakseLife system, it is an investment. It is a financial investment, because you not only do you purchase some of the training. Well, I'm in Club Moxie, so I do invest in attending the trainings to learn more about what goal setting and systems are and how to keep yourself accountable to them. But I also purchased the planner, and I will say that being able to look back from week to week and what I've been able to accomplish from month to month has really made a difference for me. It's just nice to have it all in one place. This is the minimal planner. I will